Good morning, Bob Matthews here with Power1K.com. It is Monday. I don't know. Monday's always like a kickoff day. I hope you are heading to the gym, all of you fitness people, and getting us a good start. Some people can actually miss Mondays and start a different day and somehow pull it off. Personally, I've always seen it over the 35 years I've been in this that Monday is the big kickoff day. Hence why when you go on Mondays, the place is just packed. So if today is your day, I want to encourage you to get in there. Okay, so I just wanted to answer a couple questions real quick. Keep this short. Got a question from a 15-year-old kid earlier this morning, and his question was, he wants to increase muscle so that it would increase power for his golf swing. So his question was, should he increase protein? Should he add more food, or is he just too young? And my response is, first of all, in kinesiology, it really is strength times flexibility equals speed. So if an athlete can get stronger and stay as flexible, then he will become faster. And I myself have more of a bodybuilder background, so I wasn't really promoting a faster golf swing per se because I wasn't working on my flexibility. So I would encourage this kid to start increasing the strength, and adding protein drinks to his diet plan is a great start. Protein is protein, whether it's in a chicken or it's in a powdered form. There's no such thing as too young to start protein drinks. My kids were doing them when they're little. I'd make little smoothies for them, and they loved it because our bodies need protein, and muscles don't grow without it. And then answer the other part of his question is, is he too young? You start looking at some of these junior golf tournaments, and they're 8 and 9 years old. I had a 8-year-old girl. She was just killing everyone in tennis. Just smoking everyone. And her coach said, if you want to see her go to that next level and potentially maybe U.S. Open type level, you're going to need to find for her a strength coach that will help with her muscularity and coordination. So they came to my facility, and we worked with Savannah for a few years. And once we got her strength equal to her talent, she was going up and beating all the 10 and 12-year-olds, and eventually had to go to California because the competition here in Arizona just wasn't enough. So, and that was 8. And that was a great coach that would recommend a strength coach for Savannah. So no, you're not too young. And yes, you can have protein drinks. Which brings me to the second question I have for the day is how much protein? Because that's another huge question I get all the time. There's a lot of, I guess, opinions out there, and maybe mine's one of them. But like I said, I've been doing this 35 years, and I've seen what works over and over and over again. And to increase muscle size, at least, I say bare bones, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 200 grams of protein. Now, that was me back in my 20s. I'm now 51. I go at about a 75% ratio based on my body weight, just for the obvious reasons that I'm not hitting it as hard as when I was 20. I'm also older, and I just don't require that much protein. I just feel bloated and kind of gross, actually, if I drink too much of it. So I'm at a 75% of my body weight, the same that I recommend for females. So if you're a girl and say you weigh 120, just take 120, times it by 0.75, and that would be a sufficient amount of protein in your body so that you can hold on to muscle and not constantly burn off. When you get too lean, those of you that are already lean, your body is going to try to conserve its fat, and so it's going to eat muscle. So you're kind of always battling yourself. So if you get your protein up higher, it acts like a protector, and it makes you just constantly live on that fat or the carbohydrates that you ingest. And the whole idea of how carbs work in your body and protein, that'll be another audio series at a different time because it just takes up a lot of time. But I would recommend that for girls, 0.75% of your body weight. I think you'll see a huge difference there. Now, with that in mind, I'll just give you one little tip: is make sure, and this is I feel has always worked the best for me, is include in your diet plan cucumbers, apples, and celery. Now, not Sorry, I had a little glitch in the system there. It's apples, celery, and cucumbers. And the reason why you want those in there, those are your alkalines. Sometimes if you go just all protein, it can tend to get a little acidic. So again, I'm going to do a whole series on protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and how they work in the body, and why we need all three of those. So stay tuned, I guess, on that one. If you have any questions, info@power1k.com, and maybe I'll include your question. This 15-year-old kid's question just came in over the night, or maybe early this morning, and he got picked up right away, because that is a huge question, especially during the summer. I have so many high school kids on break, and they're constantly trying to figure out. This kid wants to improve his golf swing. The other ones just want to get ready for maybe football season, or just a confidence builder by just looking more buff. But anyway, so I hope that helps. You guys have a good day. Get to the gym. It's a good day to start the week. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow.